What's up, you guys? It's Jessica and Brandon back at Carey Paul Honda, and today Brandon's going to help us take a look under the hood of the newly designed 2010 Honda CR-V. So Brandon, what is new about this car?
Alright, there's a lot of differences from the 2009 model to the 2010 model. I'm going to go over the differences mainly, but then I'm going to highlight kind of what some features and benefits of the CR-V too. So, you ready?
Mm-hmm. Let's go.
First off, they did change the grille. That's going to be a little bit more of a redesign, sleeker look. Also the bumper here. The bumper, the plastic part here, the black plastic part, actually used to come all the way up to here, and then above the fog lights here.
Okay.
They made this to where it's a little bit more sleek, looks a little bit more, again, more sleek and a little bit better design there. Just a little bit better fit and finish, which to a lot of people, fit and finish, how your vehicle looks is nice, so
yes,
and important. So, want to look under the hood?
Yes, let's go.
All right, your main difference between 09 and 10 is that they increased the horsepower. The 2009 was 166 horsepower. All right, this is actually 180 horsepower. Nice. Some customers had concerns about the pickup and it getting up to speed. All right, so this is actually going to get up to speed quicker. It'll allow you to merge into traffic, for example, onto the highway a little bit quicker, so you don't have people on your rear end. And also, it's gonna come off to a quicker start. So that's actually, it's not going to be using as much of the engine power to get up to speed. So that's how you're actually going to decrease your road noise.
Nice.
Which again is a big positive if you're going on long trips or really even in daily driving. Just makes it a little bit more pleasant, especially if you listen to the radio too. So.
Very true.
The CR-V itself, it's actually Honda's crossover vehicle. So what it does is it accomplishes the space of an SUV, all right, but the fuel economy of most cars. Because a lot of people these days, money's important, so you still need good fuel economy, obviously. But at the same time, people do need space. So that's kind of the target market that Honda was trying to hit with the CR-V. So, you have any other questions about the front up here?
What is the engine size?
The engine size is 2.4 liter.
Okay.
And I'm actually glad you asked that. The engine size on the 09 is the same engine size, 2.4 liter, as the 2010, but it still gets comparable fuel economy, but more horsepower. So that doesn't really make sense, but what they did was they finally tuned the engine. It runs more efficiently to get more horsepower at the same engine size.
Nice.
But I mean, that's Honda for you.
Very cool. Okay, we ready to take a look inside?
Yeah. All right, Jessica, something I like to show every single client is the doors. They're kind of unique on this vehicle. Most doors open to, what, about right there?
Yeah, about 65 degrees.
Yeah, this opens almost to a 90-degree angle.
Nice.
All right, what that allows you to do is when you're loading stuff, it's easier to get in and out of it.
Okay.
As far as loading, and then even if you're just getting in and out yourself, it's a little bit more simple, easier transition.
Yes, definitely helpful in the back doors too. Awesome.
Another thing you'll notice, you've seen the 09s, right? From 09 to 10, they actually changed. It's the same size tire, but the alloy rim is a little bit different.
Okay.
Honda did a little bit of market research, and that's a 17-inch rim, alloy rim. Again, makes it a little bit more sporty.
Very cool.
As far as the rear here, you know how some doors can be heavy as far as opening them and closing them? Go ahead and open that. It's right here.
I did notice this earlier when I was checking it out. It's really nice that you barely have to even touch the handle, and it pops a spring and will open right up for you. That is super nice.
And the reason they did that, obviously easy opening and easy closing, but they did that by, it's actually hydraulic.
Nice.
Which again makes it a little bit more convenient, a little bit simpler. You'll notice here, you go on road trips ever?
Sometimes. I carry my dog around a lot, so that would be helpful in the back.
What kind of dog do you have?
He's a mutt, but he's about 50 or 60 pounds, so he's usually in the back seat.
All right, so he's not like a little
No,
dog.
not a purse dog.
Well, if you have a dog in the back, 50 or 60 pounds, you're probably not going to want to have this here.
Right.
All right, so it does come out. If you go on a road trip ever, this actually serves as a shelf.
Oh, nice.
And most shelves are They are plastic, or they're not hard. Okay, this holds up to 25 pounds. So, for example, if you go on a trip, you can put your heavier stuff down here, but actually have your lighter stuff on top. So it kind of keeps it separate, or if you have presents, you can hide them and prevent someone from trying to break into your car.
This would be great for tailgating too. Have a little table, getting your drink on.
I actually didn't even think of that. That's a good idea.
You're not a college student like me.
I was 3 years ago. Thanks for pointing out my age.
Close enough. Guys remember that.
Another interesting thing about this, if you have a dog back here, he may not want to be cramped up in this small space, especially if he's 50, 60 pounds, something like that. I'm going to walk over here. The seats actually fold down and then up.
Okay.
This side over here does the exact same thing. So depending on the amount of people you're carrying and the amount of cargo space that you need will depend on the configuration. The good thing is it is flexible as far as that goes.
Very cool. So you just pull this?
Yeah, you push that down.
One-handed.
And then that side will do the same thing.
Okay.
Now, do you feel like this would be enough space for you and your dog?
I do. Maybe not in the back. It fits a mid-sized girl comfortably. Maybe not a girl and a dog in the back, but that's why I'm going to be up here. So what are some of the features once you get over the back?
Well, once you get over the back, well, I want you to notice also how long this is taking and kind of how easy the transitions are. Sometimes seats can be heavy and it takes a little while to do a certain configuration. Again, this is very, very simple.
Okay.
Very, very quick. Also, comfort in the back, kind of what you were just talking about. This folds down front armrest, obviously. It has a couple whenever you go tailgating. You are still in college.
Still in college.
Also, there is a latch right here, so you can actually recline.
Okay.
Based on if you want to sit a little bit more backward. It also reclines up if you want to sit obviously a little bit more straightforward or somewhere in between. So it kind of does all of the above. And actually a newer feature from 9 to the 2010 is that this headrest, actually there's a button there that folds down. You know what that does?
What? Lets you see out the back?
Well, it can help as far as vision goes, but when you're pushing this down, it doesn't get caught on this back seat here. So again, the flow from one position to the next is very, very simple and not time consuming. Very easy. But if you don't want that like that, you don't have to have it like that.
Cool. What is this for? Child restraint?
All right, I'm glad you brought that up. Do you have children?
No, I do not.
Got to get out of college first, right? This is actually a 3-point seat belt. Most vehicles, conventional vehicles, this seat belt, the person in the middle, it's only a lap belt. Why be less safe than the other people you're sitting next to?
Okay.
So this actually goes here and creates a 3-point seat belt.
Cool.
So you're just as safe as the people next to you. So again, Honda and their safety, they're very, very concerned with safety. And then that just goes right back up there for a convenient fit there. So.
Great idea for tailgating.
You want to, well, do you have any other questions about anything back here?
I think we've covered the back seat, but I'm really interested in that GPS in the front if you want to go check that out.